Hey guys, I wanted to briefly explain our survival book one-pager rubric that we're going to be doing. So Mr. London and I have been talking to you guys in your Lit Circle groups about this final project that we're going to make a one-pager for each of our books that we have read through this time and how they might look a little bit different this time around. If you choose to, you can absolutely do a paper copy if you like the drawing and laying it all out like we did for Esperanza. You certainly can do that and then just upload a picture of it for us. The other option is going to be a digital one pager that I'll show you an example here in just a second. First things first, I just want to go through the rubric. It's going to look very similar to what we did for Esperanza Rising, except for we just changed a couple things. Okay, so obviously we want the work to be neat and on just one side of your paper or on one digital document, whether you use Google Slides, Google Docs, or something else that you think is a good platform for making a poster type project. You guys are experts at different tools. Be creative on this. If you know of a different platform that you want to use, go for it. Okay? Be colorful and neat. Your entire page should be filled with these different elements and a minimum of 5 colors still. Even if you're doing it digitally, you can make it colorful. Okay? So the items that you're going to need, same as before, you're going to need the title and author of the novel somewhere. You're going to create a border around the outside that reflects the theme or central message of the story, just like we did with Esperanza. So you might have to make a border on your Google Doc, and you'll see that on my example. 2 important quotes from your novel and the page numbers. So important quotes for some of them, like Incredible Journey, guys. You can just do important parts of the story since there wasn't always talking. There was some dialogue with some of the characters, but you guys can kind of be the judges of that. Just make sure you include the page number where we can find it. A 5-sentence summary of your novels and what happened. Those of you that are in refugee group, you are picking one of the 3 stories, okay? So you're either picking Mahmoud, Isabel, or Joseph's story. So you just pick one of those and follow along with it. You're going to pick a character, draw them, or like you'll see digitally, you just find a picture online and put it on there, but then you're going to add text box around it of character traits describing that character. Same thing with the setting of the story, and then label what setting this is from in the story. And then this part is new. So in our last one, we had a 2-voice poem. This time, guys, we're just going to identify a problem and solution from the novel. So I did this for the sample one that I have on there, and I'll talk you through that, where you pick out one of the problems in your stories and one of the solutions to that problem, okay? And all of your stories had numerous different problems that the characters encountered, okay? And then just finally keeping it easy to read and neat, which digitally will be pretty easy. Just with a font, make sure it's an easy font to read and it's big enough that we can read, but not overlapping other fonts and stuff like that. Your score will be out of the 4, like on our report card. So a 4, 3, 2, 1 scale. So now let's transition to the example. Okay, so I made this on Google Slides just as an example of a digital one-pager that I have on here. So you can see how I have the theme of Esperanza Rising. Here's the title and the author. Here's a character and some character traits, the setting, and it labeled so we know what the setting is. 2 important quotes. And then here's where I did the problem and the solution. You guys can format this in any way you want, okay? You can be way more creative than I was, okay? I know you guys will know how to add different borders, different pictures in there, different ways of doing stuff. I know you're gonna make these awesome, okay? And then I just included some pictures of items that were of key importance during the story, right? The rose was talked about a lot, as well as grapes and avocados and all that different stuff that they farmed up when they were up in America. So this is just a very plain sample, guys, but you are going to do awesome. I'm so excited to see these because you guys are so creative and you learn how to add different features and different items to your one-pager, okay? Absolutely collaborate together if you are finding a newer, cooler way to add something. You found something that's awesome to make a one-pager on, please share with Mr. London me as we are learning and trying to do this right with you guys, okay? Let us know if you have any questions as you work on this. You are going to have all week to work on it. It's going to be due on Friday. Let me see the date. I'm looking it up right now. Next Friday. I'm making this a week in advance. So Friday the 1st is when this needs to be turned in. Okay, May 1st. And it will go a little faster if you're not drawing because all you're doing is copying and pasting images. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Let Mr. Lund know. We're here to help. We're so excited to see these final projects from your Lit Circle groups. All right. See you later, guys.